Yo, what's up guys, it's ApTreX here. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at the brand new version of APS3 Emulator, an open source PS3 emulator that is also available on Play Store. So here if we open APS3 Emulator and go to the About section, you guys can see the version 1.32 was released recently for this emulator, and in this brand new version, we get a brand new UI and performance improvements. So let's start setting it up right away. When you open this emulator for the first time, you'll need to import the PS3 firmware that is provided by Sony officially. Once that has been done, tap on the next button. If you are using ISO game format, then make sure to select the ISO directory, but I'll skip it for today's video. Make sure to select the font as from firmware, and if you have a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor or below, you can use the latest Mesa Turnip Adreno graphics driver for better performance and better graphics. But as the device which I am using has a Snapdragon 8 Elite processor, I'll just go ahead and disable this option and tap on the next step. Afterwards, tap on next once again, and that's about it. Our APS3 emulator has been successfully set up. Now we'll need to start off by adding PS3 games. For that, simply tap on these three lines. Afterwards, you'll need to select either ISO games, or if you have PKG etc. demo games, which I'll be using for today's video. So let me import all of my PS3 games and then I'll be back. So once you have successfully imported all of your PS3 games, you guys will be able to see the list of it. I have imported God of War 3, Yakuza 3, NFS Shift, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm and Batman Arkham Asylum. Now the brand new changes in UI, as I mentioned before, look actually very nice, and the settings has been added right here. So these new shortcuts are actually helpful. Let's start with the best settings. In terms of core CPU threads, you can set it to 8 for best performance, but if your game crashes, then set it to 2. Once that has been done, go back. Afterwards, go to video settings, resolution. Make sure to decrease the resolution to 720 by 480p. Afterwards, frame limit should be turned off. MSA, make sure to disable this as well. Shader precision, set it to low. Afterwards, you guys can see some options such as read color buffers and write color buffers have been grayed out. You need to enable them obviously if you don't want to face graphical issues in game like God of War. So to fix that, you'll need to find the setting called as force convert texture. Make sure to disable this and also enable the use BGRA format. Once that has been done, you'll also notice that our write color buffers and read color buffers option will now be usable. Once that has been done, you can go to the performance overlay and make sure to enable it to see how much FPS are you getting. I have increased the font size to 18. Afterwards, let's go back. You also get the option to turn off the audio renderer as null to get few more FPS if you're trying to emulate some heavy game. But that's about it for the best settings. If you have a Snapdragon processor 8 Gen 3 or below, you guys can also import a custom graphics driver as I mentioned before. With that being said, let's simply tap on the game that we want to play for today's video, the God of War 3 demo game. But I forgot to show you guys one setting, that is to enable full screen mode. So we'll go back to settings, afterwards go to video, scroll down and enable stretch to display area. Once that has been done, now you will get the full immersive experience of playing PS3 games on your Android device. And here we go guys, after compiling PPU models and SPU cache is built, our game has successfully started. Sony Computer Entertainment presents. We also have compiling shader at the bottom. Now I remember God of War used to run very badly inside the APS3 emulator, at least for the demo game, and that is still the case. As you guys can see, 2 FPS inside the demo game, not playable at all. So unfortunately we won't be testing this out. This only happens with God of War E3 demo, and you guys can see my entire device restarted, I guess because of insufficient RAM. But we'll reopen APS3 emulator and we'll try out Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm instead. And here we go, this game has started absolutely fine and straight up 30 FPS, no issues at all. And I can feel my device getting very hot. By the way, this is the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra with a Snapdragon 8 Elite processor, and it is super hot here. Like if my hand was on the raw processor, my hand would be burnt. That's how hot it has gotten. So there is something that is lacking actually in terms of optimization for the APS3 emulator, but that case is very true with the whole PS3 emulation on Android scenario. Unfortunately, you can't really expect much right now, but hey, the small PS3 titles do work very well, as you guys can see, with straight up 30 FPS at the top left corner. I guess RPCSX Emulator would be still better than using the APS3 for now, and that is going to be my verdict for today's video. So that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, turn on all notification. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.